Now we're rolling. Okay, so got a few things we gotta take care of before we can get our bolt stones on. First thing, we go and actually drop the arrows to the sunlight, because I think I mentioned this last time. While I'm in here and I get summoned in to help people, we're going to be getting sunlight medals when we need tokens of fidelity. There's a few different ways I could do this. I could just go join Sentinels of Blue. I'm pretty sure Chapois, this cat here, will also let you drop covenants. Yeah, there we go. One argument I've heard levied plenty for this game is that covenants have no real permanence in terms of consequence for leaving one, joining another. I kind of like that myself, but I totally get the complaint about not having your character feel like they need to belong to covenant, and that's fine for the individual if that's what they see as being important. But for me, a little bit of freedom to move around, as you're going to see here, is kind of nice. Let's see, we'll get this soapstone down and take these dogs. So we just need to take out one boss. And I mean, since we're here, I feel like Ruined Sentinels probably are not a bad place to start. There are probably other bosses that might be a little bit easier. But, so yeah, we're just gonna, I guess, farm souls a little bit while we wait to get summoned. A better place would be the door up there, but, get there in a sec. Since I managed to not waste all my spears. Yeah. That's why you gotta be careful when you're, turning that guy around if you want to roll that chest or the barrel down. Because he is very, likely to smash if you're not careful. Still, I'm never going to get used to using the offhand attack. Such a windup. There we go. Here's that grab I was talking about. It's not too bad if you've got some space. Ah, there we go. There's a few iframes there at the end as you're being summoned as the screen fades that you can not be killed in. That if you've got enemies that you're fighting, you're better off go ahead and just killing them. Okay, this guy's got a shield, which is what I was a little bit worried about. In fact, I have a shield, which is totally worth using now. 100% damage reduction. So I might as well go with that. I am also situated to be able to do some good damage to these Ruined Sentinels. This guy looks like he started out dual swordsman, which, in my opinion, is probably the worst class you can start out with. Maybe second only to Deprived. He clearly got a lot of strength though because he's using that Drang-like shield. I realized a video or two back the summon I thought he had a Drang-like sword. I don't think it was the case now. But, yeah, dual swordsman. You expect to be able to power stance with your upgraded swords, but that is clearly not the case. At all. Seems kind of like a cheat right there, but, whatever. And what else? I guess the Explorer is also pretty close to being a terrible class to start. I think it's definitely difficult, but you get the free item discovery hat. Okay, this is probably the hardest part up to the boss is dealing with all these enemies who like to get you in an area and stun lock and just mess you up. Hopefully he will not blow himself up in that other room with all the gunpowder. The easier way to get to the boss is definitely going down. You can rush it. This guy is apparently preventing my backstab. There we go. these gunpowder barrels so we don't blow ourselves up by accident. Oh. It's not too bad with extra people, but by yourself, I see lots of people get themselves killed. It's like this guy just wants to go for it. No extra summons or nothing. That's fine. As long as he knows what he's doing. Every time you do Ruin Sentinels, make sure you block coming down, because this guy likes to attack you immediately. Once again, because Sentinels are considered like armored-wearing classes, strike weapons are going to give you some extra damage. So if you got maces or clubs or something, and you like to use them, then it's going to give you the most bang for your buck. Okay, so hopefully he heals. Take this opportunity to get a lightning bolt or two out and totally miss. As long as he distracts, actually, get some good damage. Well, all he's got to do is block. Eh. Oh boy. I should probably go down and help. Just so that he has a chance to heal without having to worry about it. Spin attack, super deadly. Gotta be careful about that. You need to judge the range on it, make sure you're defending, and if you can, not get hit by it because it deals a ton of stamina damage, and I am probably gonna... Whew! Close one. There we go again. I feel like I'm getting like some sort of lag right there that is glitching that out. And now it's just don't be an idiot and get yourself killed with the last one. Doing this fight on your own, definitely not the... It's definitely like a challenge, I think, for most players starting up, but it is doable. Definitely did it on my first playthrough after messing around with it quite a bit. So yeah, now we get our token of fidelity, and that is going to let us join the Sentinels. That'll give us our stones for infusion. So that went about just as good as it possibly could. I'm going to try to actually save up on some homeward bones this time around. This is good to... mainly just because we've been investing all of our stat points into faith. And now we're actually going to get some damage bonuses. Did I not? Oh yeah, okay. Cathedral Blue. There we go. I have considered just straight out like murdering the Sentinel leader, because you get his halberd, I think, and it looks really good in terms of damage and just looks in general. I haven't had the patience to try to get up to rank 30 or rank 3.
You may call yourself one of us.
So yeah, I'm just going to join this.
You are no longer proud. Where?
I'm just going to skip through all that here. There's a gesture to get. Yeah, so he's got bolt stones. We're going to get 2 of these. He also has holy water urns, which for low-level Souls players, after watching a German spy, those things can be super, super effective.
Pursue your work
Against bosses and undead and all sorts of other things. So if you are looking for a cheap way to deal a ton of damage, like 4 Ruin Sentinels, for example, they deal a ton of damage to the Ruin Sentinels. In fact, I can't make up my mind. I'm going to go ahead and get a few to show it off. I do need to keep a few souls on me, though, to infuse at least one of the bases. So let's go ahead and get, like, I guess 10. Don't need to go overboard.
Pursue your work.
I'm only planning on, I guess, infusing one of the maces to start with. Like, I don't know if I want the second mace to be the offhand yet. I'm still oscillating between what I want this build to do. All I know is Faith wants to be like one of them. And that might be just good enough on its own right there.
I ought to vet.
So let's take the higher one here with lightning. So you're going to see over here on the right, it's going to split the damage, but it's still going to give you a gain, but that is also not showing you the scaling it's getting as well. So actually, before I do it, let's see what... if you look at my right-hand weapon 1, it's 282, which should be, not mistaken. Oh no, that's the Cleric's Sacred Chime. My right-hand weapon 2 is what the stat I want. It's 243. And so once we infuse with lightning, status 304. So I got about 50 points of damage off there. And as I put more points into Faith, I'm going to get even more. I'm getting like 29 extra points right there, which is pretty nice. Scaling should go up as I get more points in there. So let's see. I think I got some like chunks to reinforce. Yeah. And I'm short just a few souls, so let me go ahead and use one more for hopefully 1,000. 2,000, that's fine. Now we're getting some damage. The upgrade resources, once you get about like this point in the game, are actually pretty plentiful, I feel. So that's nice. Let's go do Ruined Sentinels ourselves. Why not? And we are going to go ahead and ditch that for now. And get some holy water urns. Honor bar. Honor bar. Such a, like an RPG thing, but like MMO. That's what I'm saying. Don't know. I feel like these guys take extra damage from fire, but you're not gonna see much of a difference in lightning. But I could totally just be making that up for all I know. No idea where Matt is at the moment. He is AFK. Most of my phantom summons have been... Oh, yeah. Oh well, it's whatever. Be careful here, don't want to fall off. It's like my only real complaint about the mace is that it is easy to not close in the distance you need to for the attacks. They definitely do not have as much range as the mace typically does. And that is definitely notable. Switching between the two. A little practice though, you get used to it. I apparently am out of practice. Okay. Huh, apparently I am heavier than I remember being. Oh, it's the shield, that's what it is. Okay, that means I should probably switch back. David is going to get himself killed now. Maybe not. So, yeah, let's go back to... And so I can quick roll again. Alright. Unlike my predecessor, there, I'm not gonna worry about opening up the gate and taking out those guys. This is the faster way, and if you start getting anxious, it is very easy to just rush to the boss by going here and ignoring some enemies. No. No problem. Just get one of these summon signs here. More the merrier. I'm gonna just assume he's gonna get here. Wow! I got hit by that overhead smash pretty hard. I am the worst player in the world. That's just embarrassing. That has to stay in. That overhead smash doesn't normally go through the shield like that. Maybe I'm just... I don't know what I did wrong there. I totally deserve that, though. No doubt about it. Well, if we get killed this time, we get killed this time. Need all the help I can get, then. Like, suddenly a glut of summon signs because the game knows I'm a baddie. Oh, good. Just what I need, a guy with snakes for legs. And I mean, he's got a little bit ways to go before he completes his cosplay look there, but using magic, a big surprise there. Oh boy. As far as I can tell, since these guys are solid phantoms here, I don't know if all like the pre-release stuff info talked about nerfing down phantoms a little bit, and that these guys would have some sort of time limit or kill limit. I've not yet run into those with actual players. Okay, that should be fun. So I don't know how long these guys or how many enemies they can kill before. Oh, look at that! Payday 2 managed to get their second update for their sniper pack. I will refrain from talking about that since it's not a. And I also wonder, I guess, if Shadowplay actually gives you the Steam update stuff. I thought I'd turn that off, but it's whatever. It's a terrible feeling, though, to help out somebody and get just killed by the boss instantly. Like, I can't tell you how many times that happens with Iron King, just because there is a hole in that arena, and you will get knocked down into it by his attacks if you are too cautious or too backed up. So it's funny when it happens. Okay, so let's not get smashed. Right there, 196. How much are my regular attacks doing? 121. So, and this is with 2-player phantoms here, so they have either more health or more toughness. I really should be healing. Yes. Oh my god. Oh jeez. I'm just not as tough as I thought I was. These guys can two-shot me, so I really need to be playing more cautiously. And now I am actually undead. In the interest of time, and because I actually have so many human effigies. Let's go ahead and use that. I think I have proved my point that the urns do good damage. So there's no need to show that off anymore, although, like, I need to play a little bit more cautiously. I just need to stand back and shoot lightning. to think of like what kind of armor I use. Maybe is it just because I have a cloth headpiece right there? That I feel like I'm not wearing armor that's noticeably different from my other playthroughs in terms of like how much damage reduction it should have. But I feel like I'm just getting like creamed in terms of their damage output right there. I'm just dealing like extra damage due to summons or something. I'm still fuzzy on some of those mechanics. Okay. Takes care of most of the people we gotta worry about. Guess it won't be any problem to retrieve my souls, and making what, about 3,000 a run, so that on top of what I get if I kill the Ruined Sentinels, it'll be something. Okay. Round 3. Very clearly there's like some safe openings between those attacks, and definitely take advantage, but you don't want to get greedy. This is me giving off strategy right here, as I have died twice. Just let them attack, block it. They can be, obviously, their poise can be broken, so keep that in mind. Then I guess these guys are 2 casters. I'm going to go ahead and go down here and start drawing the attention of this guy who's going to smash me in the ground. Thank God for Estus. Oh, here's the spin. God, yeah, keeping track of both of them can be rough. Ugh, I feel bad because I just totally like cheesed this without having to really do anything, thanks mostly to casters. But now I need to just okay. Just got their attention. You can see I'm doing more damage with just that urn than 2 casters are. So, I guess if you're really having trouble, like I was, stock up on urns. That is a viable solution to most of the problems for that, or get a buttload of summons. Other thing to note, and we're just, I guess, going to go around from here. There are a bunch of Phantom Illusionary walls in this arena for items of various use, and some of them with nothing in them at all. I think it may be just 4. I'm probably just being redundant here at this point, but that's a ladder up. Let's get the others on the ground here. It's like 2 chests here. I don't know if... I think the most notable thing was like herbs of some kind. Rusted coin. There you go, if you like to be sneaky. But, so many phantom walls, there are phantom walls and phantom walls. don't have to worry, I guess, about running out of homeward bones. I don't think this jump is necessary. Hey, I'm gonna make it. Is there another? Yeah. Make sure not to break the chest. I feel like this is probably Rouge water. Yeah. Never used it myself. Pretty sure it's good for casters. Make sure you run through here. There is one of those prisoners. He will explode and probably kill you if you are not fast enough. And I gotta tell you, first time that gets you, it is a sort of a dick troll move after you are done with the Ruined Sentinels to just be like, hey, I'm gonna kill you now. Let's go spend some souls. Make yourselves a little bit tougher, get some better armor or something maybe.
Fancy meeting you here. Speak.
What she's just still doing shards and soul appease. That's the way to take care of some undead.
No interest. Bearer of seek lest they.
So let's see, we're kind of good on faith right now. We could probably get some more attunement slots. I mean, those are easy to get right there. 20. And now, like, splitting between adaptability and endurance is going to give us... That was not as much as I thought. More poise, which is always good. And more stamina for doing some combos. German Spy put out a video recently, putting his thoughts in place for basically his playstyle being invalidated due to soul memory, and I think it's like a legit complaint that the game does everything to incentivize you leveling up and does not have any real reason. Like, the only reason not to level up is that leveling up gets more expensive each time you do it. That's about it, though. Otherwise, you are better off spending those souls either on upgrades, and then after that, probably just, like, leveling yourself up. I'm trying to think what the next place I want to do is here. Sinner's Rise is probably something good to go get. I feel like there was something in the Shaded Woods I wanted to do. So I think we can probably do that to, like, just finish up the episode. So I got those, like, fragrant branches of yore. How many of those do I have now? 3, yeah, I'm rolling in them more or less. I think there are maybe 4 or 5 different uses of those in this game, and the game gives you more than you need. So you should not feel a need to be frugal with them. Up here we got Bernhardt. He's a guy with a sword. The sword's kind of a fake. That's really all you need to know. So I'm just going to speed through this dialogue here. He's mainly talking about there's a statue over here. Which would be Rosabeth. So, opening up that doorway into the next area will spring a trap. You can definitely make it easier on yourself by getting rid of a few enemies beforehand and also triggering a trap before it ends up happening. And this is going to be done multiple ways. Some kind of range attack, though, you can burst open these doors and, I guess, damage people through them. Oh, can you get their attention already? Yeah, there we go. The trap itself is mostly tricky just because the door can end up closing, and then you will basically have a small room to deal with. I don't know if these guys can hurt Rosabeth, but, you know, I risk it. Of course, Bernhardt just, like, watching. He likes to watch. So yeah, let's go ahead and get her off here. I'm gonna go ahead and just open this while she is busy standing up. That's gonna close the door there, and like I said, all these guys would jump down and start fighting you. It is doable in terms of like dealing with them in here, but the tricky thing, of course, is basilisks. Sometimes, if you're not paying attention, you just get petrified. It's cool. EMB noticed this: is that people that are stuck in stone is usually around where there are things that can stick them into stone.
I've been petrified. Hard to speak. Give me. No. My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me.
And you can, of course,
I still haven't thanked you. Well, I'm
gotta deplete her dialogue.
Perhaps
Get that prism stone.
I was attacked.
You can actually trade in those prism stones with the crows if you want.
But I'll
They give you really terrible items for it. She is going to be a good way to get pyromancy if you have not gotten the caster in No Man's Wharf, who only talk to people with a certain intelligence level. She will basically reinforce your pyromancy. And she will also take equipment that you do not need and wear it because reasons. So I'm never going to use the rest of the Saint's dress. You can have that. If I really wanted to, I know how to where to get another one of these. So yeah. You get an achievement for it. Okay, I don't think she's got anything I really want off the top of my head because I'm not using pyromancy.
Thank you so. After I change into this, I'm heading for Majula. But perhaps Majula is my best chance.
Can I? You can't use the switch again, and I need to talk to Bernhardt again. I can get around to it. What's this? Shard flask, I'm pretty sure. And a bonfire in here. I'm totally gonna forget to talk to Bernhardt, and should do that sometime, but I'm gonna go ahead and call episode right here. Try to make them smaller, easier for me to upload, and all that. Feels like I guess we didn't get a lot done, considering how much time it took to take out the ruined Sentinel, so hopefully I'll not be dying next time. Not nearly as much, but yeah. Y'all take care.